regards to the Botsipe Foundation League and the nature of refereeing there, the quality or the lack thereof of the refereeing that is happening over there. Is there a running syndicate that is behind all of this?
I see symptoms similar to my experience in 2008. I see only the symptoms. I see what's going on in these matches. And for me, personally, I have a very clear opinion about it.
You know, Gauteng Sports Awards has got the money, the prize money. The nominees have been announced.
Out of the 217 that had been submitted, Personality of the Year is the one that gets voted for, yes.
But otherwise, every other category?
Every other category is adjudicated.
Okay.
This new month is do me, I do you. I will not tolerate any kind of nonsense this month. You push me, I push you. You break my heart, I bewitch you.
Marawa wo phela ukwatile ka payday ke molao wa company.
Indaba yendoda evalayo emsebenzini. Siyavala emsebenzini. Athi ingane yesikole. Haw. Indoda isebenze, indoda isebenze.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW.
Marawa Sports Worldwide is proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
Join us at Hershey's from the 1st to the 30th of November as we reveal the biggest Black Friday deals. Huge savings on TVs, appliances, air cons, and much more. Save 1,300 Rand when you buy a Hisense dual basket air fryer for 1,699 or get a Hisense 18 kg top washer for 6,999. Black Friday deals also available online at Hershey's.co.za. Stock is limited. T's and C's apply. Hershey's, we will save you money this Black Friday.
No other.
Next, please.
Can I swipe my Absa Visa card for my share of 100 million Rand in real cashback?
Yep, your card does that, sir.
Can I also swipe for a chance to win one of 10 cars?
Oh, absolutely. Your card does that too.
This summer, keep swiping your Absa Visa card to get your guaranteed share of 100 million Rand in real cashback. Plus, stand a chance to win one of 10 cars with 6 months insurance. Your story matters. Absa. Absa is an authorized FSP and a registered credit provider. T's and C's apply.
From the pitch to the podium, your all-access pass to the world of sport is right here. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets.
Right, the big news as far as today is concerned, if you're big Man United fans, well, they've appointed Ruben Amorim as their new head coach. The 39-year-old Portuguese who will move to Old Trafford from Lisbon club Sporting on the 11th of November has signed a contract until June 2027. Amorim is the 6th permanent manager that United have appointed since Alex Ferguson's 26-year reign ended in his retirement in 2013. Amorim had this to say yesterday when asked about the deal.
It's a negotiation between two clubs. It's never easy, even with the clauses. It's never easy. They have to talk. And we'll have clarification after the game. It will be very clear. So it's one more day. After the game tomorrow, we will have the decision made.
Right, the interim Man United manager and head coach, that's Ruud van Nistelrooy, is hoping to remain at Old Trafford, though, even after Erik ten Hag's permanent replacement takes over. The former United star van Nistelrooy returned to the club, though, as an assistant coach under Coach ten Hag in July, but the 48-year-old was put in temporary charge of the team after his fellow Dutchman was sacked on Monday.
It's going to be a short job as an interim. That was communicated very clear, and I was happy with that. I felt that I was called upon to help the club forward in this situation, and obviously it was difficult, that Erik had to leave. I was very disappointed, obviously with mixed feelings, but after that you have to switch and the mindset to win, because in the end 75,000 people waiting and celebrating and millions watching at home. So I think that's what we try to do, and same for Sunday at least, and then after that we'll see. As an assistant, I came here to help the club forward, and I'm still very motivated to do so in any capacity. And as an assistant, and now as an interim manager, and after that I go back to my assistant contract that I have here for this season and next, and I'm very motivated to stay here and help the club forward. That's my absolute goal. Obviously, very disappointed and touched because I really cared for the club. I said also yesterday that in the first conversation we had over talks that for me to come back to the club with him, I really felt that he cared and loved the club and wanted to bring this club forward, and that's why we connected, and that's why he's also heard that he had to leave, but also proud of his achievements here with the two cups and obviously the history that he's leaving with that.
Right, don't forget as well, before we introduce our legend for today, whether his Instagram account was hacked or not, but I can safely tell you though that the big showdown at FNB Stadium tomorrow between Kaizer Chiefs as well as Mamelodi Sundowns will not lack the fire.
Yeah, guys, they hacked me. And in all honesty, I know this is a professional environment, and to us, being professional is being respectful. These are soft skills and core human values we talk about. So I gotta respect these people. They hacked my Instagram page, don't go there. And those who like other people's news have been there several times. And I'm sure they realize that no, this content and these pictures here are far too appealing. So don't go there. I know you played, that's why you're laughing. You went there and you saw the pictures. So there are some pictures that are not nice, but at least that our social media people have helped me a lot. They blocked the activity. You can see the username change. And on Instagram, I'm not an expert when it comes to those, but there's a message they always give you. They say, if the username has been used far too often, chances are that account, so mine, the username has been used twice. So it means somebody was just busy on his own things. And thank you so much, guys, for also making me aware. And the people who were also livid. I lost a lot of good memories. But again, I'm saying maybe those memories did not. There's two ways in life. When you lose something, it either doesn't deserve you or you don't deserve it. When you lose your job, don't cry. Either you don't deserve that job, or that job does not deserve you. It's a given. Because we cry so much to say, no, I must be at this job, I must be at this job. But this job doesn't deserve you because you don't put effort. Or, I must be at this job, I must be at this job, and you are far better than that job, you deserve a better environment. So when that separation happens, accept it. So I had to lose all these pictures, maybe I did not deserve them, or they did not deserve me. In what way? I've worked at different clubs. The profile had different clubs. I'm now at Mamelodi Sundowns. Maybe the Sundowns want to go to is saying, hey, too much of that. We want you now alone at Sundowns. That's life, my friends.
Well, I'm glad you found the funny side of things there, Coach Steve Khompela, the Mamelodi Sundowns assistant coach there to Marawa Mnciti. What I can say is it is a big one. It's a sold-out affair, and we're looking forward to it.
Friday nights, always. This is how we do it. About our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Well, it certainly goes without saying that this year was a very tough one, though, for Ubaba, Joseph Mkhonza. And simply because he lost a very dear person, his son. And whilst the country lost a footballing giant, he lost a part of him that he will never, ever be able to get back. Now, a son who was born into football royalty and who fulfilled his dream, a father who played the game with honor, grace, passion, and that he effortlessly passed on to his son. Now, he is still mourning till today, and even in the midst of the grief, though, we chose to celebrate him because he's still here. And that is why we say we celebrate our legends while they are still alive. We celebrate the talented gift that he gave us as a nation. We celebrate his immense contribution to the beautiful game during his playing days and past them. A world-class player during his heyday. I mean, a father and a coach after retirement, a custodian of women's football in the country with immense contribution. And having been a part of Banyana Banyana's first supporting staff back in 1992, just after South African football was readmitted into FIFA, we give him his flowers whilst he can and still smell them. A living, gentle giant of the game, a living legend, Joseph Mkhonza. Ladies and gentlemen, an absolute honor. Baba, good evening. Welcome to the show. Good to see you.
Good evening. It's an honor for me to be here. I'm so grateful and honored. Thank you very much.
Hey, how do you stay young for so long?
It's because I keep myself busy with training kids and also I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning and I train on my own.
At 5 o'clock?
Yes.
What sort of training do you still do?
Skipping rope and pump, push-ups and pull-ups and do all those things.
And that's somebody who respects elderly people. I'm not going to say your age. Please remind us of how old you are now.
I'm 71 years old.
71 years old. But you still wake up at 5 o'clock and you go jogging, you do skipping, you do push-ups.
Yes.
But where was this discipline inculcated in you? And how far back were you always such a disciplinarian?
While I grew up, I used to train. I used to do three sports. I used to do boxing. I used to do running, athletics, and I used to play football. A day I will train 3 times. In the morning I'll go to school, we'll do athletics. When I come back, I'll go to football training. And after that, at 7 o'clock when it's dark, I go. There was a garage where we used to train boxing when it was dark.
Yeah. But then how easy or difficult was it then to choose what your preference was between your excellence in athletics, boxing, and football?
It was easy because when you see, I liked boxing first more than football. But what happened at boxing, we used to fight at night.
Oh.
You see, during the night, and then in the morning, I'll feel, when I'm supposed to go and play football, I'll be sore and tired.
Because they don't mess around there in the boxing ring, eh?
Yes. So I decided, no, boxing was not for me. And then I chose football.
But who was your boxing hero, though? Because maybe you didn't have a boxing hero, but who did you look up to?
Muhammad Ali. In South Africa, it was schoolboy Enoch Nklapo and Joe Xkilangiti. Those were our heroes, were my heroes.
So Abo, Baby Jake and them followed much later?
Yeah, they came later, yeah. And in Springs, remember, there was this guy, Tsipa Skosana, the champ, yes, but he was younger than me.
Yeah. I mean, you're bringing back all these good memories now. And I suppose the Tep Bakatini would have been guys,
yes,
KZN, who would have dominated boxing.
Those guys, at that time, I used to honor those guys and worship them.
Abo Kherekutia, Kalik Nuta, Johnny Duploy, all of those people that were there.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
That's incredible, though. So we could have had a world champion boxer with the world champion belt. Hey,
Sure,
what
sure.
weight division would you have been in?
I'm not sure, but I think maybe featherweight or flyweight, between those two.
Yeah, because I was going to say it can't be middleweight, it can't be heavyweight as well. One thing I was going to chat about with you, and which I still think it's relevant. So I'm going to jump all over the place because you've had such a colorful career, such a well-respected career. This year having been an Olympic year is where I'm going to place it, because you were responsible of coaching Banyana Banyana. You were responsible in taking them to their first Olympic Games. And what fascinated me was about how you decided to put them in an army base, South African National Defence Force base, an army base, before they went out to the Olympic Games. Tell me the thinking behind that, because I remember back then when I read about it and I said, that's actually a fascinating thought that you had. Take us back to that moment.
You see, while we were preparing for going to the Olympics, we went to Brazil.
Yeah.
And in Brazil, we went to there was a national team of the Brazil women soldiers. So we went there.
Yeah.
And then that's where we saw all these things, and then we thought we need to follow what they were doing. That's why we went to the camp of the soldiers.
One thing that always stayed in my mind, I might be quoting you out of context, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I tried to remember what you had said then. Because you said going to the Olympic Games, you want to remind them that they're going there as soldiers of South Africa. And also, remember this, you have to be trained and educated by soldiers. Something along those lines. But those are the fascinations that went through my mind, was that having to go to the Olympic Games, you have to go there soldiers of the Republic of South Africa and be trained by soldiers.
You see, when we go to play football, it's like we're in a war with the other countries, but not exactly in a war, but we're competing against skill. So when we go there, we're going to fight like soldiers because we're representing our country.
Yeah.
So it's very, very important that we always think when we go to play against any other country that we're not representing ourselves, but we're representing the whole country.
A soldier, ladies and gentlemen, Skasha Kasha is in studio.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
Join us at Hirsch's from the 1st to the 30th of November as we reveal the biggest Black Friday deals. Huge savings on TVs, appliances, aircons, and much more. Save 1,300 Rand when you buy a Hisense dual basket air fryer for 1,699 or get a Hisense 18 kg top washer for 6,999. Black Friday deals also available online at Hirsch's.co.za. Stock is limited. T's and C's apply. Hirsch's, we will save you money this Black Friday.
Next, please.
Can I swipe my ABSA Visa card for my share of 100 million Rand in real cashback?
Yep, your card does that, sir.
Can I also swipe for a chance to win one of 10 cars?
Oh, absolutely. Your card does that too.
This summer, keep swiping your ABSA Visa card to get your guaranteed share of 100 million Rand in real cashback. Plus, stand a chance to win one of 10 cars with 6 months insurance. Your story matters. ABSA. ABSA is an authorized FSP and a registered credit provider. T's and C's apply.
With Vodacom, the vibes are always on. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 FE 256 gigabytes on a 2.6 gig Red Core plan for just 699 Rand per month over 36 months. Enhance your deal with a Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 BT for only 69 Rand extra per month. Here's to the next 30 years of giving you more. Available in-store and online. T's and C's apply. Further together. Vodacom.
Imagine driving through untamed wilderness or exploring vibrant city streets filled with culture. Perhaps you prefer relaxing on a sunny beach.
You choose your adventure. The installments are on us. Purchase a Jimny 5-door before 31st of January 2025 and we'll pay your first 3 installments. Visit your nearest Suzuki dealer to book your test drive or go to suzukiauto.co.za. T's and C's apply.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Coach Ernest Biddendorp, who coaches Cape Town Spurs, if you had to describe in a sentence, in a word, South African refereeing, especially in the first division, what would that word be?
Disastrous, no doubt about it. It has nothing to do that I experienced only from our games, not only about Cape Town Spurs, it's about the entire league. The 3 top teams in the end of the season, they are already named. It is Upington City, it's Milford, and it's Durban City. Then I heard it a number of times. Then I think, what's going on? What's happening here? What are we doing here? For what are we competing?
#MSW. #MSW. Friday nights, always.
This is how we do it.
about our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
We'll continue our conversation with Uskesha Keshe. Babu Mkhonza is in studio with me today. Take your WhatsApp voice notes, your calls coming through on 011-888-947. But because it is such an exciting weekend coming up, let me tell you, though, that when the weekend hits, you just know that I am going to be glued to Showmax Premier League, simply because this weekend is all about stepping up or stepping aside, and nothing encapsulates, I guess, this more than the Carling Knockout quarterfinals. Let me take you through, though. Richards Bay, you're going to be hosting Cape Town City. Kaizer Chiefs as well as Mamelodi Sundowns will run it back for the first time since the Betway Premiership victory in September. In the meantime, though, Marumo Gallants are going to be battling with Stellenbosch, and TS Galaxy will take on Magesi. And speaking of stepping up, though, the Premier League takes the action by 10. Newcastle is in for a war against the always on form Arsenal, and also Brighton Seagulls sailing into Anfield to give Arne Slot's Liverpool another big test. Now, Vitality Stadium is about to discover what it's like, though, to have the reigning champions Manchester City at its doorstep. And finally, the fumbling Manchester United are going to be facing the thriving Chelsea. Enzo Maresca has been a godsend for the Blues, but will he be the Red Devils' demise? Well, this weekend, I can tell you, it's going to be hot. And from what I've just described now, I can tell that you're equally as excited. So simply subscribe to Showmax Premier League for only 69 Rand per month. I don't think we emphasize this enough, guys. All of this action for just 69 Rand per month to get your front row seat. It is as simple as that. I'm sitting here with a gentleman who was the coach of the year at the South African Sports Awards. That was back in 2012. And you can imagine why. When we were talking about the Olympic Games, he made history. He qualified for the Olympics with Banyana for the very first time ever in the history of women's football in this country. He was also coach of the year, Ekurhuleni Metro Municipality, also in 2012. I think if he plays the lotto today, it's multi-millions that you can win. So I would, do 2012, and you could win. Don't say I told you that. Also qualified, though, for the 2012 Africa Women's Championship with Banyana as the head coach. He was a silver medalist as the head coach, though, for the 2012 African Women's Championship in Equatorial Guinea. So here, again, 2012, he beat Nigeria for the first time ever during the 2012 African Women's Championship. I'm going to put the handbrake on right now and ask you that when I remind you of all of these activities and accolades that you've acquired, what goes through your mind?
Okay, firstly, I'm grateful that I got all those accolades, but what stands in my mind is that when I was coaching Banyana Banyana, I've played against Nigeria 3 times.
Yeah.
And I've never lost to them. We've never lost to Nigeria.
Sorry, just say that louder.
We've never lost to Nigeria. We've played them 3 times during my stint as a coach of Banyana Banyana.
That is incredible.
We played them in Rustenburg friendly. We drew 1-1. Then we went to Nigeria, another friendly. We drew 0-0. The supporters of the Nigerian team, when the game was finished, they made a card of honor for us, because that was the first time that any country come to Nigeria and drew with the Nigerian ladies.
That, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, just deserves a standing ovation. If you're sitting, stand. If you're standing, stand taller.
Yes, before we played them in the semi-final of the AFCON in Equatorial Guinea, where we beat them 1-0.
Yeah.
The strategy is simple. Us as South Africans, we creative. We told the players that don't be scared. Dribble. Play our own game. Don't play the way because they heavy, they giants.
Tall and muscular.
Just dribble them. be creative. Jermaine, I remember Jermaine Sepesing, where Posha Mudise, and those players, Amanda Dlamini, even our striker, Andisiwe Mqoyi.
Yes.
We even told her, you must dribble.
The
Don't fight them. Don't fight them. Don't push them just because you're not going to win that one.
Just mesmerize them because, like you
Yes.
rightfully say, that the natural talent is there. The skill is there. So use it. Whew. But in those times, and I have to remind you though, because remember sometimes, we fight battles on the airwaves. They kept you on as an assistant coach. No. Rewind. They kept you as an acting coach of Banyana Banyana for the longest time. And I remember having a conversation on air, an interview on air with Dr. Danny Jordan, SAFA president. And I said, but how long are you wanting Joseph Mkhonza to be an acting head coach of Banyana? These accolades that he's achieved, deem it fit for him now to be the head coach. I said, acting, please reserve that for generations, Sevendalan. That's where acting happens. You can't be an acting head coach for that long. Did that frustrate you?
No, it did not frustrate me.
Yeah.
I was honored to be part of Banyana Banyana, irrespective of in what capacity, because to be part of the national team, for me, it's an honor, and for everyone. It doesn't happen every day that you find yourself in the national team, any national team. But I must also say that when I was acting, I think we played 17 games. After 17 games, that's when I was given to be the head coach.
But what do you think it was? I mean, be honest with me. What do you think it was that after 17 games and all the results, and especially against the arch nemesis of Nigeria, did it take so long? What do you think it was that delayed the process?
No, I did not think about being a head coach.
Yeah.
I just did my job, and the guys that I was working with, we just did our job. We forget about that we are acting or whatever, because like I said before, that it was an honor for me to be part of the national team.
Because when we talk about those glory days, and I always mention your name. I mention friend Hilton Smith as well, a major contributor for the women's game here in South Africa. What did you make of her and what she was trying to achieve as well, having set the benchmark so high?
Yeah, because a friend started women's football. If I can tell you, she also recruited me, because when I started the team, we were playing against boys in a township, early 90s. And then there was a league of white ladies, and friend was part of that league. So one day I went and watched on Sunday, play every Sunday somewhere in Prakpan. We went there and watched. And then I told myself, no, I must take these girls and go and play there. And then that's how we met, and we met friend, and everything is a history now.
Do you understand and know that friend Hilton Smith has so much respect for you?
Well, Joseph Mkhonza, what can I say? We met in the 80s in Eastern Transvaal. Then there was a league running, and Joseph approached me to see if the team from Kwatema could join our league, which we agreed to, and that's really how a lot of in-depth multiracial women's football developed. The thing I remember the most was that a little Janine van Wyk, who was about 15 at the time, didn't have a team to play for, a girls' team. So Joseph offered to let her come and play in Kwatema, which she traveled to for many years. And that's where she developed as a then top Banyana player. And many of the girls who made Banyana came from Joseph's team. Some of the first women I met from Kwatema, Aletta and Violet and Tombeni, went on to become the best kid managers of Banyana. So Joseph and I go way back. We developed together as coaches, did all our levels, and Joseph went on to coach Banyana. I think he doesn't get enough recognition for his contribution. So from my side, thanks very much, Joseph. What you have contributed is really appreciated.
Fran Hilton Smith, hey, how do you respond to?
Oh, thank you very much, friend. You also contributed to my journey of coaching, because if I never met you, and maybe I wouldn't be here, where I wouldn't be praised the way people are talking about me. And also, I must say that you also played a very big part. After I met Fran, I had to go to all the other townships in Pinoni, in the townships, to try and encourage guys to create women's football, to create women's team. So in Davidton, there was Davidton ladies. In Brakpan, there was Tsakane ladies. In Tutuza, there was Tutuza ladies. In Fosloras, there was Fosloras ladies. Almost all the townships in Uruleni, they started women's team. Because I saw that league, and then I went, because friends said, go and look for other teams from the township, so that, and a lot of players came from those teams that played in. They also played in Banyana Banyana.
And I think many years from now, you know, when the history of football, whether it's women or the men's teams, are written in South Africa, I hope that they don't forget your name. I hope that they don't ever forget your contribution. I heard you talk about Jermaine Seposin, and I just thought you must be very proud when you see her where she's at right now, you know, playing internationally, being a full-time professional, and then coming back, obviously, to play for the national team. How do you feel about her and her achievements?
You know, firstly, I must say, if in 2010, while we were playing for the qualifiers of the Under-17 World Cup, we had a problem. We will play good football, but we will not score. And then friends said, hey, we must look for a striker. Now I remembered, because me and Ogi, we used to go, Augustine Makalakalane, we used to go around the country doing the road shows for Sasol. And then I remember that in my archives, where I always write my things, there's a player that I saw at Santos in Cape Town. She was the youngest, because we were looking for Banyana Banyana players. But wherever we go, if I see a young player, I'll write her name down and address and everything. Then I said to friend, there's a player man in Cape Town, but I'm not sure if we'll find it. Unfortunately, friend phoned Desiree Ellis, and then we found Jermaine. And then she came and played in the Under-17 national team. She was the only player who scored in the World Cup in 2010, when we played in the World Cup in Joburg and Trinidad. She's the one who scored the 2 goals that we scored, because I think we lost 7-1 to Germany, we lost 3-1 to South Korea, and we lost 3-0 to Mexico, if I remember well.
Yeah. So you discovered a gem, basically.
I don't want to take all the credit, but most of the players that played in Banyana Banyana, like the Tembi Khatlanas, the Refile Jani, most of them, they were discovered by me. The goalkeeper, Kellen Swart, I found her in Port Elizabeth playing with boys. I did not think, when she was playing inside a centre back against boys. She was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Then when they told me she's a girl, I said, no. And then I talked to her, and then I told her, hey, you must come to Joburg at the HPC.
The High Performance Center in Pretoria.
Yes.
So, but how did the conversion then come in for her to become a goalkeeper?
No, she was a centre back, and she could play as a goalkeeper.
Oh, I see. No, please take the credit. I know you said you don't want to take the credit, I am forcing the credit on you.
Hey, Coach Sketch. I know you have a big smile on your face right now listening to me, but I want to take this opportunity to actually celebrate you and thank you for all you have done in my football career. I want to let everyone know, all the listeners, that if it wasn't for you giving me a platform to grow as a football player, giving me that opportunity when I didn't know where to find myself in women's football, you created that opportunity for me. You welcomed me to your team, Springs Home Sweepers, with open arms, and that is where I just flourished. And I want to thank you for that. You are the coach that made me the captain of our South African women's national team, Banyana Banyana, in 2013, and I would just like to say thank you. Thank you for trusting me and giving me that respect and that guidance to make me a better football player. I will not forget what you have done for me in my career, and you've always remained a humbled guy and someone that always stays true to himself and the development of women's football, and I will forever cherish you close to my heart. Thank you, Coach Joseph.
Oh man, Janine van Wyk.
Oh, Janine, thank you very much. But I must also say your parents also played a big part. They will stay in the township, like during the December holidays.
Yeah.
There will be a tournament in our township. For 13 days, they will be there with Janine. Every day. They even knew the music that was playing in the township, the music that we played. And also, I must emphasize this. Janine, I found Janine because of her uncle. Her uncle, I used to play with him, Moses Stein. And the mother and the father, they support her left and right and center.
Sure.
And which is also, I must say, sometimes it's lacking, especially in our black parents. They don't support, in our African parents, they don't support their children. But Janine, where she is now, it's not by default. It's because of the support that she got from the parents.
That is such an important thing, though, because, like you're saying, for what we say in South Africa, it's a white family. We come from the past that we come from. And I won't even say to brave it up, but at times, townships are labeled as extremely and highly dangerous. You would have played back in the days with a lot of white players who became friends of the township, and they realized that there was a lot of love and respect that comes from those communities. There is violence and crime anywhere in the world, in the center of London, in the streets. It happens. In New York, it happens. The magnitude of which we can never measure on radio. But all I'm saying is that, Janine, wow, you must be smiling, because when you started that tribute, you were saying, Coach, I know that wherever you are, you are smiling. And you are not wrong. You're not wrong, Janine. You're smiling. And right now, I hope you are too.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
You could turn your home dream into a reality with Hollywood Bets. Stand a chance to win 1 million rand towards anything you desire for your home, or 1 million rand in prizes. Bet on selected Evolution slots or live casino games today and dream big. T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook license number 101-10547-019 is licensed by the Western Cape Gambling and Racing Board. Hollywood Bet supports responsible gambling. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counselling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
Prepare to celebrate a Christmas like no other with Spar. Get 2 kg Speco long grain parboiled rice for $39.99 or 2 kg Sunlight hand washing powder assorted for only $59.99. Save 13 rand. Rewards prices valid until 5 November while stocks last. Celebrate a Christmas like no other with Spar.
I don't mind if I do.
So we did a thing, a full commitment kind of thing. We've partnered with Sixt to bring Worldwide to your doorstep. So you see how that's a serious thing, because that's what you deserve. We know you're the GOAT, so premium it is. Premium service, premium vehicles, premium you, premium us. Sani Sixt is all about adding extra to ordinary. Extra reach, extra countries, so you can be extra premium worldwide. Be the greatest of all time and rent Sony Sixt.
Let's unbox my order. I've been seeing these online and I'm so excited it's finally here. Okay, this is Dev's better than the picture. Oh, wait, there's another one.
Get more than what you expect with DSTV. Pay for compact and get upsized to premium for the month of November only. Get more content, more entertainment, more sports, and more rewards. DSTV, your home of entertainment. T's and C's apply.
This doesn't look good. Tabo said as he stood at the very back of the queue, waiting for the last taxi. He counted the number of people in front of him, and no matter how he added them, he still got left behind. He'd run out of the office early because of the storm announced on the radio. And now, as the dust slowly began to swell at his feet, accompanied by the rumbling thunder and dancing plastic bags, he wondered what possessed him to wear cream suede shoes today. As those queuing filled the taxi, all hope was dashed as the taxi door slammed cruelly shut. As he watched the last taxi disappear in the distance, a heavy raindrop landed on his nose, a foretaste of the downpour to come. His resignation to an umbrella-free soaking was broken by a sound he least expected. Ha! Another taxi pulling up. It's the little things that satisfy us most, like the Chicken Licken Super Slider Mix for only 70 Rand. Chicken Licken, soul food.
From the pitch to the podium, your all-access pass to the world of sport is right here. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets. Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
As we build up towards the Gauteng Awards, Naman Pake, thank you so much indeed. The chairperson of the Gauteng Sport Awards Adjudication Committee and also the Lions Cricket Amateur Manager, Ruben Mandlazi. That's the sports personality of the year. Might as well put it out because you got an SMS for your favorite. It is Ronwen Williams, Akani Simbin, Ri Lebohila Mufukeng, Tatiana Smith, Drickus Duplessis. Let's end the show.
This is the quality of sports. It's been a beautiful year. It's been an intense year of performance. Because it means
all these nominees will get prizes, man.
Oh yes, unless the bank account number is wrong. But
how much?
15,000.
Just for being nominated.
Yes.
And the winners?
25,000, and the sponsors might add some more. And of course, one of these will walk away with a car.
The car to keep or the car to drive and bring back?
No, there's no bringing back. We're in Gauteng.
#MSW. #MSW.
Good evening, Rob, and good evening to the legend. Rob, that man took up a very difficult task and delivered the mandate with distinction, gave our women's football an identity, and with everything that he has achieved in football, he remains a very humble, a man of integrity and a very down-to-earth individual. And for me, Rob, I just want to find out from the legend, Mkhonza, hearing that Springs Home Sweepers has been nominated for Gauteng Sports Awards. What does that make you feel, knowing that you have also contributed to this success of the club? I just want to hear your views around that.
Yeah, Tebogo, thank you so much, man. Thank you very, very much indeed. Skasha.
Yeah, boy.
You heard the man. You heard the question.
Okay, firstly, Springs Home Sweepers, I grew up playing for this club.
Yes.
I'm where I am because of this club. My manager then, when I was still young, was Sputlas Nklapo's father.
Zablon,
Sputlas Nklapo's father. His father, Moses Nklapo, was my manager.
Yes.
I also took Sputla to Chiefs because I was returning the favor that the father did to me.
Wow.
So Springs Home Sweepers is very, very, it's my second home. It's very dear to me. And then we've established so many players that played in the national teams, especially women. Even the boys, Innocent Mayoyo was also produced by Springs Home Sweepers.
Oh man, you know what? Talk about Innocent Mayoyo.
Matuputu, evening. It's been some time. Lapho studio sakho ndoda. You've got the legend of the legends. Singama legends tinabanye today because of that legend. Mina as a coach Mayoyo Innocent. I've only played for his club during my amateur time until I became a professional. And I want to say to him, thank you very much as being our father of football. Keep going strong. Heroes live, legends never die.
Innocent Ayobayo. You were still saying something about him. He's returning the favor in terms of paying tribute to you.
Yeah, there's something that we need to do. You haven't finished. We must do as for the communities of Springs, Brakpan, and Tutuza in Niger. Let me say that because that area is very close to each other. There's no club there which is maybe in the APC Municipal League or in the NFT. We need to come together, and all the people that have money and the people that have we need to come together and take care of the youth, because the youth is the future. There's a lot of talent there, and we are the kids are struggling because there's nothing for them. We need to create that thing. I spoke to him. We spoke to Mayoyo. We have good coaches, young coaches. We will deal with the youngsters. We will develop the youngsters, and then there's Keleto, Simase, and there's Tsepo Bowe, there's Mpo Poledi, there's Ben Mazibugo, there's Lebuchang, Lebisin, Duduza, also Sputland Lapo. There's also legends, the Music Man Mahlangu, there's Ox Mahlangu, there's Set Twala. We need to come together and make sure that we take care of the youth in that area, and we put that area back to where it was before. I'm appealing to everyone who's listening to this for us to come together and make sure that we live. It's not for us.
Yeah.
It's for the youth.
And the future.
And the future, because the future is the youth.
Coach, I'm going to ask you again. I don't know how you do this, neurologically and otherwise. How on earth is your memory still so sharp? All these names that you rattle off the top of your head, the dates, the scores, the everything. What is your diet? Okay, what do you eat, Coach? Please.
I don't eat red meat first.
So red meat is out? Okay, so what do you
I eat fish. I eat chicken. But also chicken, I don't eat the fat.
So the skin goes away. Yeah, so it's the chicken breast.
I drink water. I don't drink cold drinks.
And obviously you don't drink the stronger stuff as well.
I only drink a glass of wine now and then.
It's good for the heart.
Yeah.
Sawubona baba Mkhonza, yimi uandisiwe ugudluza igama obulithanda kakhulu. Mina into engithanda ukuyisho kuwena ukuthi ngifuna ukubulela kakhulu ngakho konke othe wangenzela kona on my football career and the opportunities that you gave it to me when you were still coaching Banyana Banyana. I know you are one of the coach abangicoachile ku national team ababa believer too much kumina. You gave me that opportunity even though like bengisakhula ku Banyana Banyana was still new, but you never gave up on me. And ekucoaching kwakho mina I've learned a lot while you were still coaching Banyana Banyana. Everything that ongfundise yona, it's some of the things that I'm using it now on my coaching career. I just want to wish you all the best on your retirement. I know ukuthi uNkulunkulu uyakuthanda and usazokugcina cause even if we retire with football, we're still going to call you and ask questions because I know you're one of the best coaches like that I know. Thank you.
Okay,
Coach. Gather yourself. Andisiwe, what are you doing to my coach? Hey, he was holding it together until your message came through. Beautiful. I love it. Andisiwe, thank you. I'll get a comment from the coach in a second.
Coach Joseph, this is Bongani Yengwa. We work very nicely together and always showing that fatherly figure and always willing to debate issues. And where there were problems and challenges, we were always there to make sure that those problems were solved. And again, the experience and the help that you're always providing in terms of the tactical issues, addressing the issues of the players. It was great. And having worked with you as a former professional, it was easy. As I've said, your experience was always showing. Your good understanding of the game was always showing. And I so wish other people can learn from you as I did learn from you. And I had a wonderful time working with you, Mr. Mkhonza Skeshe, and all the best, and wishing you really all the best. And this is a tribute that is coming from Bongani, and deep down from my heart, I'm saying all the best, Mr. Mkhonza, and enjoy your day. Thank you.
Bongani Yengwe, yeah. I think Andisiwe, Bongani, Janine, Fran, Innocent Mayoyo. I've never seen this man smile so much. You were shocked when you saw or you heard Utu Bongani.
Hey, Bongani for age. This, you see, I'm not educated, but these guys like Bongani.
Yeah.
Bongani is a lecturer at university, and I work with them, and I'm very, very humbled.
Can I correct you?
Yeah.
You're highly educated. You're very highly educated. You've educated a lot of people, footballing-wise. You've educated a lot of people that did not have the insight of how to go about their talent. You've re-engineered their careers. They are successful today because you did that. Sir, you are educated.
Good evening, Rob. Cherry Chabalala here from Mamelodi Sundowns, ladies. Rob, you sitting with the stalwart there, Mr. Skeshe Mkhonza. I normally call him Brur. Brur, we really appreciate your work, and all the teachings that you really taught us, Tina, as the up-and-coming coaches, and the manner in which you helped us and guided us in terms of working with ladies in football. We really appreciate. And it wasn't easier for you, and you've done it. You've done it. Not yes, where we are currently. We really looked up to you, and we want to say thank you for the incredible job that we have done. We are really proud to have you, and we are really proud to have learned a lot from you. Siyabonga, Brur.
How, Brur? Jerry Shabalala.
Ay, ngiyabonga kakhulu, bonga mina. Bonga mina angeke ngikhona ukunibala nonke kune FIFA instructor.
Yes.
White Chowa is a FIFA instructor.
Yeah.
Sebenza sonke yibe ngamikisa beka coach esikoleni afundise eTlhakula. So angasi coach. I told him, good, no, you can't coach eTlhakula. That's where I was being funda khona.
So you agree with me now that you're educated. Thank you.
Evening, Big Rob, and evening to the legendary coach, Mr. Mkhonza. My question to the coach is, having worked hard and having gone through what you've gone through to put women's football, especially South African women's football, on the map, how do you feel that even till this day, women can't call football a profession? Like women can't play football and make a living out of football. What's your feeling, and how do you think SAFA and the relevant stakeholders can help women's football be professional? Thank you, Mr. Robert.
Thank you so much. I'm going to hold that question because, sure, I didn't know you're so popular, coach.
Hi, Rob. This is Tommy Adi from Edenville. Greetings to you and greetings to Ketleketl. Firstly, I would like to say my deepest condolences on losing your son. I know as parents, we kids should be the ones who lay to rest our parents, not the other way around. But above all, it's God's plan, and there's nothing we can do about that. But I believe, Coach Mkhonza, you are proud to have had a son like Simpiwe. You're a legend, Mtomtala. We appreciate you. I started following Banyana Banyana when you were the coach. And I was also surprised why they were taking long to make you a permanent coach at Banyana Banyana. But above all, your experience helped what we have today at Banyana Banyana. Thanks, Rob.
Tom, thank you very much indeed. A lot has been said. A lot remains unsaid. A lot of people on the WhatsApp voice notes have sent messages. A lot of people on the YouTube channel as well. Silo Mutwa was saying that a great record against Nigeria from a very humble legend. Bongani Mpela says Coach Mkhonza is one of the best to coach Banyana. He's achieved so much, made history, yet he was underrated. What went through his mind when Banyana won WAFCON and qualified, etc.? Also, Bongani says Banyana's success should be attributed to Coach Mkhonza's hard work. We've got a minute to go. Just your final word to everybody that showered you and given you your flowers today.
All right. Firstly, I need to take this opportunity and say thanks for people for giving me whatever you're giving me. I'm very grateful and very humbled. And then I must say, as a family, my son is gone, but we need to accept, because God is the one who decides. We can't fight with God. God, when it decides, it does what it does. We are grateful for that. We still believe God is our God, and everything that God does is for us to accept and adjust. And also, I must say to everybody who has said nice things, good words about me, that it's not only about me only. It's about the people that I was working with. Football, it's a team sport.
Yes.
There's a team that is playing on the field. There are also teams outside the field. All those people that were with me, the doctors, the physios, my assistant coaches, and everyone, even the players, we have learned a lot from everyone who was part of my journey in coaching and in my playing career. And also I must say that everything that also, most of the things that I did, I learned them from all the clubs that I played for, especially at Chiefs. I learned a lot from there.
Are you hinting that Chiefs will win tomorrow?
We must win.
Chiefs will win?
Yeah.
You're saying Chiefs will win tomorrow?
Yeah.
Loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
You don't sound confident.
No. Chiefs is the number 2 in Africa. Chiefs is number 2 in winning trophies.
Sorry, Coach, my headphones are off. You said who's going to win tomorrow?
Chiefs.
From the pitch to the podium, your all-access pass to the world of sport is right here. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets.